Hey guys, Bird Yugioh here, coming at you with part 1 of 3. I'm going to actually be doing 3 duck profiles for you for the, just to thank you guys for 200 subscribers. And also, since we kind of are more of a budget kind of channel, and I feel like you guys really enjoy that, these 3 duck profiles are all under $25. So to start with, the first one that we're doing is more of an OTK, really fun deck, very underrated, and just a deck you don't see like ever. Actually, desk bots. So that's going to be this first video. Like I said, part 1. I'll be posting part 2 and 3, so stay tuned for those. Make sure to check those out. But we'll get going with this one. It is desk bot, OTK. So to start with, just play 1 of 001. He doesn't really do much if you have him in your hand. You more want to just summon him either from your hand, or sorry, from the deck off of Despot 003 or from the graveyard. But he gains 500 attack and defense for each machine type monster you control. And then if 2 or more machine type monsters are special summoned at the same time while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it. It's also Earth, level 1, and it's a tuner. So then I'll come up with some of our extra deck monsters. One of the better ones is Despot 002, mostly because if this card is special summoned, you can add 1 Despot card from your deck to your hand. So any Despot card, mostly it's going to be a monster, but you can even search, there's a Despot field spell as well, you can search that. This one states that all machine type monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense except this one. And you'll notice they all have 500 attack, which also comes in very handy for cards like machine duplication. Probably the best starter card, or not probably, but the best starter card in the deck is Despot 003. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 Despot from your deck. And then during either player's turn, you can target 1 Despot monster you control. It gains 500 attack and defense for each Despot card you currently control. So that can get your guys up to some pretty high attack. But you can see just right there, 1 normal summon and then a special summon, and then you get another search just off of 1 card. So very good. Like I said, the best starter in the whole entire deck. Another really good card is Despot 004. This one has a battle step, or basically a damage calculation kind of effect. So during the damage calculation, you can activate this deck this effect once per battle. Your opponent takes no battle damage for the rest of the turn, but you send 1 Despot monster from your deck to the graveyard. And if you do, this card gains attack and defense equal to its level times 500. So basically, you're going to be getting over whatever you're attacking into, or whatever your opponent is attacking into 004. You're just going to send whatever level you need to boost him up to destroy that monster, basically. And then if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon 2 Despots with different levels from your hand and or graveyard in defense position. Here's a few of the pendulum monsters. It's not really a pendulum deck. Most of the time what we're using this for is let's see. It's if it's normal or special summon, you can target 1 spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. So it's really good. So you can straight up just normal summon 3 and special summon 5, and then just pop a spell or trap, which comes up every now and then. But also, if this card is in the pendulum zone is destroyed, you can target 1 Despot monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So that really helps you out with some of your combos, just getting combos going. Really combos well with Despot Jet. So 005 we play at 3. Play 2 006. If this card is normally special summon, you can target one monster on the field and change its battle position. Doesn't come up that often. But this one, if it's destroyed in the Pendulum Zone, you can target one Deskbot in your graveyard and add it to your hand. And his skill is 1, he's a 10. And then we got just 1/7. This card gains 500 attack for each Deskbot card in your graveyard. And then if this card attacks a defense position, you just inflict piercing battle damage, so it's just okay. And then 8, this one again gains 500 attack for each Deskbot in your graveyard. This card can make 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. And then the last of the Deskbot monsters is 009. Once per turn during your main phase, you can make this card gain attack equal to the combined attack of all Deskbot monsters you currently control. So you can see, just based off of some of these other effects, that he can get up pretty high pretty quickly. And then if you do that effect, only this card can attack the turn that's activated. And then if it battles, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step. And then if this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one Deskbot card you control instead. So it's a really good, it protects itself basically, and then boosts itself up to astronomical amounts. So another little supporting engine, just since you can see potentially there is quite a few normal summons that you can do. The Symphonic Warrior engine is really, really good. Basically with, you got 3 guitar and 2 mics. I think that's the best ratio for them. Guitar, if this one is in your Pendulum Zone, you can discard a card and then special summon mics, and then mics is going to be getting you an additional normal summon if it's special summoned. So, and it's also just getting you a 5 on board, so you could potentially, get 005 pretty easily on board, and then make a Cyber Dragon Nova and then Infinity. So that's an option. Very good. It just goes with this whole engine. Everything's machine, so the Symphonic Warrior engine just really helps it out, and it's machine as well. It's just kind of a cool little tech. I like Gen X Ally Birdman. If this card is in your hand, you can return one face-up monster you control to the hand and special summon this card. It's just a level 3 tuner. It's almost a tuner-based deck. If you don't, most of the time you're just using the main deck monsters, but if you need to go to the extra deck, usually it's going to be a synchro summon of some type. And then the only other monsters we play are kaijus. We play 1, 2, 3. I play 5. If you have 2 in hand, it's not a bad thing, because you're always going to be special summoning one to your opponent's field, and then you can special summon the other one to your field. So I like playing a lot of them. This is mostly a going second kind of deck, so having kaijus just makes sense. They're always going to be good. So that's it for the monster cards. The best spell card that you play is by far Machine Duplication. Every single Deskbot is 500, has 500 attack or lower. So this is always going to be live with any Deskbot that you have on field. You'll be able to special summon them, and potentially OTK pretty easily with like 003's effect. So, and then to go along with the kaijus, I think Kaiju Slumber is just really good. Just clearing the field, leaving your opponent with 1 monster. Really, really good. 3 limiter removal. Again, most everything is machine, so your Deskbots are going to just be OTKing pretty easily with that. I play 1 Deskbot base. It clashes a lot with Machine Duplication, and Machine Duplication is always better, because this one states that all Deskbot monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense. And once per turn, you can reveal any number of Deskbot cards in your hand and shuffle them into the deck, then draw the same number of cards, so it can fix your hands, potentially. That's basically all you use it for. It has another effect, so you can banish 9 Deskbot cards with different names from your field and or graveyard, except Deskbot base, and shuffle all cards from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard into the deck. So that's really, really amazing, but it's really, really hard to do. you're mostly just going to be OTKing or attempting to OTK before you even get close to having all 9 desk bots, on the field or in the grave. Reasoning, it's should be pretty obvious choice because there's so many different levels that you play in this deck. Your opponent's almost never gonna call it right, so it's just a free special summon, so really good. And then lastly, Monster Reborn, just you'll get some monsters in grave and it'll be good just to summon them back. So that's it for the main deck. Like I said, this main deck and extra deck included, all 3 of these decks that I'm going to be showing you guys are under $25. So really good budget choices. Mrs. Radiant is a good one. Pretty much all the death spots and a few of the kaijus and whatnot are earth type. So this again just will help you get some more attack power onto your desk bots, and it's just a good link in general. Platinum Gadget, they're all machine, should be self-explanatory. Same thing with the Cleafort Genius, and a Decode Talker, just boosting attack and whatnot is always good. The Xyz we only play a couple, just Gear Gigant X, and then Nova and Infinity. That's mostly what you're going to be going into, just because you play more 5s than 4s, but the bulk of the extra deck is actually going to be Synchro. So we got a Herald of the Arclight. That's pretty dang easy to make if you just go Deskbot 3 into Special Summon 1, and then you can just straight up go into Herald of the Arclight. And it's just going to be it's during either player's turn when a spell card, trap card, or monster effect is activated. You can tribute this card and negate the activation and destroy it. So it's just good, just one card negate on board basically. Naturia Beast, they're all Earth type, so pretty easy to make. Barkion doesn't come up as often because this one's going to be for trap cards, but when it does very well for you. If you don't go into this one, the next best I feel is Brionac. Really good level 6 synchro. Our level 7 is Black Rose. Since this is kind of going second OTK, making a Black Rose and just blowing up the board, never a bad thing. Scrap Dragon, that one's good because of the Pendulum cards. The 005 and 006 have effects when they're destroyed. So having Scrap Dragon, destroying one of these, and then destroying a card your opponent controls, it just gets you so much advantage. Trishula, best level 9 basically. And then our 10 is Deskbot Jet. So this card gains 500 attack and defense for each Deskbot card on the field. And then you can use one of these effects per turn. You can target one Deskbot card you control, destroy it. And if you do, special summon a Deskbot from your deck. So that's what I was saying. It combos off well with 05 because you can destroy this, have this destroyed by Jet's effect. You'll get a special summon from the grave, and you'll get a special summon from the deck off of just that one effect. And then you could also, its other effect is you can target one Deskbot card you control and one face-up card on the field and destroy them. So it's either you're going to be destroying one monster your opponent controls or special summoning off of his effect. So pretty good. And that is part 1. Like I said, we're doing 3 parts. Thank you guys again. We'll keep this channel going strong. I'll be making, as many, budget rogue decks that I can think of. Showing you guys some cool stuff you can do with the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, stay tuned for part 2. It will be a pretty awesome deck. So catch you guys on that one.